We can move, right? Yeah. No, 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 not yet, not yet. Stay tight. As long as we're not live, stay tight, because if this thing comes... You know, Michaela, you know, as long as nobody gets hurt, it always has some sense of entertainment, but you just got to think sometimes the pursuits come to us. We're here at Van Nuys Airport. This is where we're based at, and this vehicle basically got onto the airport property. You know, this is a secured area, and then when confronted by airport police, this started happening. Now, the airport itself has been completely shut down, meaning no aircraft are allowed to take off or land. Skyfox in the air. We're here. We're watching it. Other folks, they might not be able to take off right now. Pretty interesting for us in that aspect as well. We've been watching, though, as the airport police have been trying to pit maneuver this vehicle a couple of times. He came to the end of the runway there, and he's going to be back onto the grass. This is just really weird. For the most part, this guy has had his hands out of the windows until he gets onto the dirt and he starts doing stuff like this. Really strange stuff out here this afternoon. I can't even imagine how this began or what the purpose of this is, besides this guy just trying to get away from officers. Definitely. Hands out the window. This is airport police, hands back out the window there. We were looking earlier on to see, you know, if there was somebody else in there, but there wasn't. It's just the driver. One of the other things, too, is he's around some pretty expensive machinery down there. Some of those jets well into the millions, tens of millions of dollars. So it's you know, the responsibility of the airport police to keep that property safe. But of course they don't want to, you know, they don't want to injure that guy driving this vehicle as well. LAPD now joining the pursuit. They have their helicopter above it. They've tried to pit him a couple times. Look at that car. It's getting pretty beat up. When we first got here, it was in good shape. Now he's making his way. This is what they call the taxiway. So he's making his way down the taxiway, basically ran the distance of the airport, now turned around, going back again. We saw him on the historic 1-6 right. For the airport people, that isn't a historic runway. He was on there earlier on. We were making fun of that when he was driving across the numbers. Right now, though, LAPD working with the airport police to try to bring this guy to a stop safely. Lose it. There's an airplane on the taxiway. I'm sorry, that was for somebody else. It definitely is. There's no scheduled as far as commercial flights out here, but he's running out of taxiway, and there's a big jet at the end of the taxiway. Now, everybody was told to hold where they were. This guy might actually be trying to just get out of the way. Again, these aircraft, very expensive. They're also filled with fuel. He's making that wide turn right there, sweeping around. He's going to catch up to that aircraft. I don't know if he's going to take the runway or, yeah, good. Thank goodness. Because that could get really dangerous. If he hits one of those landing gear, that could have turned into something else. Getting back onto the runway again, and we get a little bit, get a tighter shot. You can actually see him there. But this is just really weird. He's just keeping his distance from the airport police. They've pitted him a couple of times. We saw the vehicle spin around. Here he comes again. But it seems like he's getting pretty hip to what's going on. High speeds in the grass, in the dirt. Even the newer cars, that could be a problem. We don't want to see this guy injured, but definitely very unusual stuff happening out here today at Van Nuys Airport. Substance abuse. Only. Yes, alone in the vehicle, just the sole driver, the one person driving right there. Another thing you got to consider when he's driving around on the airport like this is there's a lot of, well, it looks like he's trying to get out. He was out of the airport. Okay, now LAPD can get involved. Went through a fence out there. Looks like we're out on Woodley. The airport police going through the fence as well. Basically, I don't know if the car disabled itself or what happened right there, but went through the fence. We're out here on Woodley. I would believe we're near Satakoy, but the hands have been out of the car pretty much the entire time. I think he was driving with his knees. So airport police, definitely, this is something they usually do not encounter. I've got to just put that out there. These guys are, for the most part, they just kind of make sure that you're in the right place at the right time and your vehicles aren't parked in unusual spots. But now the driver definitely getting out. A pursuit termination out here in the Van Nuys Airport. Van Nuys Airport Police lead agency. Let's see if this guy follows the rules and goes into custody. And also, I'm kind of wondering if LAPD is going to join in out here to help the officers from the airport police. Yeah. Nobody's hurt. Good. Grab a screenshot. Just grab a screenshot for me. Just if it, please tell me it takes it, because I gotta post this one. Sometimes when you can't get to the pursuit comes to you. Yeah. This is Woodley near Satakoy. It's right across the street from the flyaway. If you put the flyaway in, that'll get you the real address. I don't know if we're still live on. We might still be live. No, I don't think so. I wonder if this is like a disgruntled fuel truck driver. Oh, yeah. So that means he's not going to get prosecuted at all. It's the flyaway. The flyaway is right across the street from it. It's Justin, go wide. Just go wide. Show him the flyaway, please. It's that airport thing where you go and you buy a ticket and it takes you. Hang on. I was talking on the microwave. It's Woodley and Satakoy, and it's right across the street from the Flyaway. The Flyaway is that thing where you basically park your car and they take you to LAX, and that just so you can get the exact address.